Have you ever looked at someone who seems to have everything they desire and wondered what their secret is? Today, I invite you to pause and consider a powerful question. What do you truly want from life, and what's stopping you from getting it? I promise that by the end of this video, you'll have practical tools to transform your wishes into realities. So grab a pen and paper. You'll want to take notes on this one. The difference between those who achieve their dreams and those who don't isn't luck or privilege. It's understanding a fundamental truth that Jim Rohn, one of the world's most influential personal development philosophers, expressed perfectly. You don't get what you want in life. You get what you become. Let's start with a simple but profound insight. Most people don't get what they want because they've never clearly defined what that is. They drift through life, wishing instead of wanting. As psychology researcher Elsie Lincoln Benedict wrote nearly a century ago, this is a course lesson in how to get what you want, not what you weakly wish for. Wishy folks are wishy-washy, but wanters are the rulers of the world. Think about that for a moment. When was the last time you sat down and wrote out exactly what you want? Not vague hopes like more money or better health, but specific, clearly defined desires with deadlines attached to them. If you're like most people, the answer is probably never. Napoleon Hill, who spent decades studying successful individuals, discovered that the starting point of all achievement is desire. Not a wish, not a hope, but a keen, pulsating desire that transcends everything else. Hill wrote, "The starting point of all achievement is desire." Keep this constantly in mind. Weak desires bring weak results, just as a small fire makes a small amount of heat. The first step in getting whatever you want is transforming your wishes into genuine desires, things you want so badly that you can feel them emotionally. Psychologists call this emotional investment, and it's the difference between casually thinking, "It would be nice to have $1 million," and feeling in your bones what that achievement would mean for your life. William James, the father of American psychology, observed that the greatest discovery of my generation is that human beings can alter their lives by altering their attitudes of mind. This insight reveals the second crucial step in getting what you want. You must change your mental attitude about what's possible for you. Many of us walk around with internal limitations, beliefs about what we can and cannot achieve based on past experiences or things we've been told. Carl Jung called these complexes, emotional patterns that limit our perception of what's possible. To get what you want, you must first believe that you can have it. I remember talking with a friend who desperately wanted financial freedom, but kept saying things like, "People like me don't become wealthy," and "I'm just not good with money." His words revealed his true beliefs, and those beliefs were creating his reality. As Henry Ford famously said, "Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right." Jim Rohn understood this principle deeply. He taught that success isn't something you pursue, it's something you attract by the person you become. This means that getting what you want isn't about chasing external achievements, but about internal transformation. The outside world simply mirrors who you are inside. So how do you begin this transformation? It starts with clarity. You must know exactly what you want and why you want it. Psychologist Viktor Frankl discovered through his work that people who have a strong why can endure almost any how. Your reasons fuel your actions. Let me share a personal story. Years ago, I was stuck in a job I disliked, constantly dreaming about starting my own business. But that's all it was, dreaming. Then one day, I did something different. I wrote down precisely what I wanted, a psychology practice helping people overcome their limitations with specific income goals and a timeline for achievement. But more importantly, I wrote down why I wanted it, the freedom to control my schedule, the ability to help others transform their lives, and the opportunity to create something meaningful. That clarity changed everything. Once I knew exactly what I wanted and why I wanted it, my brain began working differently. I started noticing opportunities I'd previously missed. Ideas came to me in the shower or while driving, and most importantly, my actions changed. I began taking small daily steps toward my goal, even when they felt uncomfortable. This leads us to the third principle of getting whatever you want: asking. Jim Rohn said it simply: ask. That's it. Most people never get what they want because they never ask for it. They hope someone notices their hard work. They wish for opportunities to fall into their laps, but they don't ask. Asking is the beginning of receiving. It triggers a process in both your mind and the world around you. When you ask, whether it's asking other people for help, asking the universe through intention setting, or asking yourself to take needed action, you begin a chain reaction that leads to results. Robert Cialdini, in his research on influence, discovered that people are naturally inclined to say yes to requests. Yet we hesitate to make those requests because we overestimate the likelihood of rejection. His studies found that people are far more likely to help than we assume, but you must ask. Consider this: what opportunities, relationships, or resources are you missing right now simply because you haven't asked? What doors remain closed, not because they're locked, but because you haven't tried the handle? The fourth principle for getting what you want involves your subconscious mind. Psychologist Joseph Murphy described the subconscious as a garden. Whatever you plant in it will grow, whether it's weeds or flowers. Your consistent thoughts are seeds planted in this garden. When you think about what you want, what emotions arise? Do you feel excitement and possibility, or doubt and anxiety? These emotions reveal what you've been planting in your mental garden. If negative emotions arise, it's a sign you've been planting limiting beliefs that are now sprouting into weeds of doubt. The good news is that you're the gardener. You can pull those weeds and plant new seeds. This is what psychologists call cognitive restructuring, the process of identifying and changing negative thought patterns. When you catch yourself thinking, "I can't afford that," or "I'm not qualified enough," replace those thoughts with empowering alternatives like, "I'm finding ways to make this happen," or "I'm learning what I need to succeed." Earl Nightingale called this the strangest secret. We become what we think about most of the time. If your thoughts consistently focus on lack, limitation, and past failures, that's what your life will reflect. But when you discipline your mind to focus on your desires, opportunities, and potential solutions, your reality begins to shift. This isn't just positive thinking, it's practical psychology. Research in neuroplasticity shows that repeated thoughts create neural pathways in the brain. The more you think certain thoughts, the stronger those pathways become, and the more automatically you think them. By consciously directing your thoughts toward what you want, you're literally rewiring your brain for success. The fifth principle of getting what you want is taking consistent action. Knowing what you want, believing you can have it, asking for it, and thinking about it are all essential. But without action, they're just mental exercises. As psychology professor Albert Bandura discovered through his research on self-efficacy, taking action builds confidence, which leads to more action and greater results. Jim Rohn put it this way: "Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems, wish for more skills." Getting what you want isn't about waiting for perfect conditions. It's about developing yourself to handle whatever conditions exist. This means taking daily actions toward your goal, even when you don't feel like it. Motivation is fickle, but discipline is reliable. Create systems that make taking action easier. Break large goals into small, manageable steps. Track your progress. Celebrate small wins. These practices build momentum that eventually becomes unstoppable. The sixth principle involves learning from feedback. Every outcome in your life, whether success or failure, contains valuable information. Psychologist Carol Dweck calls this the growth mindset, seeing challenges and setbacks as opportunities to learn and improve rather than as evidence of your limitations. When something doesn't work out as planned, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I adjust my approach? What skills do I need to develop? Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of the process. As Thomas Edison said after thousands of unsuccessful attempts to invent the light bulb, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." The final principle for getting what you want is perhaps the most powerful: persistence. Nothing worthwhile comes easily, and every meaningful achievement requires overcoming obstacles. The difference between those who get what they want and those who don't often comes down to who's willing to stay the course longer. Calvin Coolidge said, "Nothing in the world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful men with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. When you encounter obstacles, and you will, remember that they're not there to stop you, but to test how badly you want what you say you want. Every time you push through a challenge, you become stronger, more skilled, and more deserving of the success you seek." So here's your action plan for getting whatever you want. First, get crystal clear about what you want. Write it down with specific details. How much? By when? What will it look like? How will it feel? Make it so clear that you could explain it to a child. Second, identify and change any limiting beliefs about what's possible for you. Notice when doubt creeps in and consciously replace those thoughts with empowering alternatives. Third, start asking for what you want. Ask others for help and guidance. Ask yourself to take necessary actions. Don't wait for permission or perfect conditions. Fourth, plant positive thoughts in your mental garden daily. Use affirmations, visualization, and gratitude to cultivate an abundance mindset rather than a scarcity mindset. Fifth, take consistent action toward your goals. Do something every day, no matter how small, that moves you in the direction of what you want. Sixth, learn from feedback. Adjust your approach based on results. See failures as lessons, not as evidence of your worth or capabilities. Finally, persist. Commit to your desires with the understanding that achievement takes time and effort. Decide in advance that you'll overcome whatever obstacles arise. I'll leave you with this thought from psychiatrist Milton Erickson. The unconscious mind is the source of our motivation, and most of our motivation is based upon what we focus on. When you focus consistently on what you want rather than what you don't want, you activate forces within you that make achievement not just possible, but inevitable. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you truly want that you're committed to achieving? Share it in the comments below, and let's support each other in turning our desires into realities. Remember, as Jim Rohn said, for things to change, you have to change. The journey begins with your decision to become the person who deserves what you desire. If you found value in this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might benefit. Until next time, remember that you already have everything within you to get whatever you truly want. It's simply waiting for you to claim it.